Hi guys! Again, welcome to my YouTube channel. And that is Math with Teens. So, our topic for today is the operations on radical expression. This is the continuation of addition and subtraction. So, now we are in multiplication of radicals. In multiplication of radicals, so if radicals have the same order, they can be multiplied. Radicals are of the same order if their indices are the same. To multiply radicals of the same order, multiply the radicands and simplify whenever possible. Okay, in symbols, so we have n root of A times n root of B is equal to the n root of AB. Just copy the index and multiply the radicand. Okay, example number 1. So, 3 square root of 2 times square root of 9. So, same indices, both are 2. Then, multiply the radicand. So, square root of 2, 3 square root of 2 times square root of 9. Is we have 3 square root of 18. And 18 can be simplified. So, what are the factors of 18? So, the factors of 18 is 9 times 2. So, 9 has a perfect square. So, that square root of 9 is 3. So, 3 times 3 is 9 square root of 2. Okay. Or, you can use that 3 square root of 2 times square root of 9. So, we have 3 square root of 2. Then, square root of 9 can be simplified. So, what is square root of 9? And that is 3. Right? Then, 3 times 3 is 9 and square root of 2. So, that will be the answer. So, 3 square root of 2 times 3 is 9 square root of 2. Okay. Next, number 2. So, I will erase first. Okay. So, in number 2, we have square root of 3ab cubed times square root of 8ab. So, the same indices and multiply the radicand. Square root of 3ab cubed times square root of 8ab. So, square root of 3 times square root of 8 is equal to square root of 24. Then, a times a is a squared. Then, b cubed times b is b raised to 4. Then, we need to get the factors of 24. So, the factors of 24 are 4 times 6. Then, a squared, b raised to 4 copy. So, the square root of 4 is 2. Okay. Square root of a squared is a. Square root of b raised to 4 is b squared. Then, we don't have square root of 6. So, that our answer is 2ab squared square root of 6. Okay, again, in multiplication of radicals, example, number 3. So, we have cube root of 4a times cube root of 6a raised to 4 times cube root of 2a squared. So, our index here is 3. The other one is also 3. And the other one is also 3. So, they have the same indices. So, we can multiply the radicand. So, 4a times 6a raised to 4 times 2a squared, let us multiply one by one. 4 times 6, 24 times 2 is 48. Correct. 8 times a raised to 4 is a raised to 5 times a squared is a raised to 7. And we need to get the factors of 48 that the other factor has a perfect cube. And we choose 8 times 6 because 8 has a perfect cube. And also, we need to get the perfect cube of a raised to 7, and that is a raised to 6. Then times a. So, we simplify that as cube root of 8 is 2. Okay. Cube root of a raised to 6 is a squared. Just divide the exponent to the index. So, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So, we have cube root of 6a because we cannot simplify this. So, we have the final answer now. 2a squared cube root of 6a. Okay, number 4. Square root of 6 times the quantity of square root of 2 plus square root of 4. So, square root of 6 times square root of 2 using the distributive property is square root of 12. Then, square root of 6 times square root of 4 is become 2 square root of 6. So, why is it 2 square root of 6? Because 4 is a perfect square, so we can simplify now. So, square root of 4 is 2, then multiply by square root of 6 so that we have 2 square root of 6. So, this is not the final answer because 12 has factors that one number has a perfect square, and that is 4 times 3. So, square root of 4 is 2. So, we have 2 square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 6 is the final answer. Okay. Did you understand, guys? So, another example in multiplying of radicals. Number 5. The quantity of square root of 3 plus square root of 5 multiplying by square root of 3, the quantity of square root of 3 minus square root of 5. So, this is the sum and difference of two binomials. So, we need to use the FOIL method. First term, square root of 3 times square root of 3 is square root of 9. Okay? And then, I use the inner first. Square root of 5, positive, times positive square root of 3 is positive square root of 15. Then, square root of 3 times negative square root of 5 is negative square root of 15. And our last term, square root of 5 times square root of times negative square root of 5 is negative square root of 25. So, we need to simplify the square root of 9, and that is 3. And square root of 25, so negative square root of 25 is negative 5. And this is eliminated because this is 0. So, square root of 15 minus square root of 15, so eliminate because will become 0. So, the answer only is 3 minus 5. And 3 minus 5 will become negative 2. And that is the final answer. Okay, our next example, number 6. The quantity of 4 plus square root of 7 times the quantity of 4 minus square root of 7, the same as number 5. Multiplying the sum and difference of two binomials. So, we have 4 times 4 is 16. So, we don't have the middle term because eliminated or it will become 0. So, just multiply the first term, 16, and the last term is negative 7. Because 7 times 7 is 49 and square root of 49 is 7. So, 16 minus 7, the final answer is 9. Okay. Number 7, so we have 4 square root of 2 plus square root of 6, the quantity of 4 square root of 2 plus square root of 6 times the quantity of 4 square root of 2 minus square root of 6. The same as number 6. Just multiply the first term. 4 times 4 is 16. Then square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4 and square root of 4 is 2. So that is it. Then we don't have the middle term also because the same quantity. Then the last term is negative 6. 16 times 2 is 32 minus 6 is 26. And that is the final answer. Guys, do you have any question? Okay, another example, number 8. Okay, this is the product of square of binomial. So, we have the quantity of square root of 2 plus square root of 6 raised to 2. You need to write that as 2 times. So, the quantity of square root of 2 plus square root of 6 times the quantity of square root of 2 plus square root of 6. So, we use FOIL method. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4. our outer. This is the outer radical. So square root of 2 times square root of 6 is square root of 12. And the inner is square root of 2 times square root of 6 is square root of 12 also. And our last term, square root of 6 times square root of 6 is square root of 36. And let us simplify now. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 36 is 6. And the middle term, we both square root of 12, same radicand, we can add. So square root of 12 plus square root of 12 is 2 square root of 12. And the whole number, we can combine. 2 plus 6 is 8. Then square root of 12, so 12, let us get the factors of 12. So the factors of 12 is 4 times 3, so we can simplify. So that the square root of 4 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So that our final answer, 8 plus 4 square root of 3. We cannot combine because this is a whole number and this is a radical. Okay? So our answer only is 8 plus 4 square root of 2. Okay guys, if you have any question, just comment at the box. Okay, another example. This is not enough, so this is number 9. So, multiplying of binomials. So, we have the quantity of 2 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 2 times 4 square root of 2, the quantity of 4 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 3. So, we need to use the FOIL method. So, 2 square root of 3 times 4 square root of 2. So, 2 times 4 is 8. Square root of 3 times square root of 2 is square root of 6. Okay, so I use the inner. 4 times 3 is 12. Then square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4. So the inner. And how about the outer? 2 square root of 3 times 2 square root of 3 is, okay, 2 times 2 is 4. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is square root of 9. And our last term is 3 times 2 is 6. Square root of 2 times square root of 3 is square root of 6. So, we need to combine or simplify. So, we have 14 square root of 6 comes from 8 square root of 6 and 6 square root of 6. Same radicand, we can add. So, 8 plus 6 is 14. Then, copy the radical sign. Copy the radical. Then, square root of 4 is 2. So, that 12 times 2. Square root of 9 is 3, so that we have 4 times 3. Then 12 times 2 is 24, plus 4 times 3 is 12. Then the final answer, 24 plus 12 is 36, plus copy the 14 square root of 6. We cannot combine because this is radical and this is the whole number. So this is the final answer, 36 plus 14 square root of 6. Okay, our last example is cube root of 2 times 4 root of 2. Look at the index 3 and the other one is 4. The indices are not the same. So you will do, guys, is to write into rational exponent. The cube root of 2 is, we can write as 2 raised to 1/3. Then 4 root of 2, write into 2 raised to 1/4. And then, we need to get the same denominator. We need to get the LCD. So the LCD of 3 and 4 is 12. So we need to write 12, this both. So we need to get the numerator. So 12 divided by 3 is 4 times 1 is 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3 times 1 is 3. So that we have 2 raised to 4 over 12 times 2 raised to 3 over 12. And now we need to transform into radical again. So we have 12 root of 2 raised to 4 and 12 root of 2 raised to 3. Then we can multiply now. If you multiply, just only copy the index and also the radicand, but the exponent, add the exponent. 4 plus 3 is 7. So we have 12 root of 2 raised to 7. So we cannot simplify this, no? Okay? Because 2 raised to 7, we cannot simplify the exponent and the index. So we need to expand only the 2 raised to 7. So 2 raised to 7 means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 128. So our final answer is 12 root of 128. Or we can use this, guys. If you are here in the step 2, so we have 2 raised to 4 over 12 times 2 raised to 3 over 12. You can combine because you have the same denominator. So 4 plus 3 is 7, okay, over 12. Then transform into radical. So we have 12 root of 2 raised to 7 and expand 2 raised to 7 and it will become 12 root of 128. So they are the same. Okay guys, that's all for today. Multiplying of radicals. Thank you for watching. Hope you will learn a lot. God bless.